Third map will be train if we require it. But we're underway. We're already live as the epic music plays. Over towards Xbox will trickle a smoke, and they're actually going to push forward on this. They want to fight.
Three of them have just barreled up middle. They're about to be surrounded as Yakinda's coming through those low dark tunnels. Dink just gets made, but Sanji and Buster about to get some deathmatch. Oh. Sanji, nice. Needs another though. Ooh, glowing. Keeps it going well, and the CT's in very curious positioning.
They have a great start into this. Kicker doesn't know what to do. Yakinda will find an entry, so none of the same woes as he had on top of Banana, but CIS just taking space in a P250.
Yeah, he'll take that. James going to finish his dreams off very quickly, though, it seems, as all that aggression for naught beheads him, and P250 is being scavenged by James. Doesn't find it.
Okay, well, Clax is dealing with long. Foster's towards middle. Now, if he hits any shots here, he's done well. It's taken off a lot of pressure because the low HP of James now means that, oh, Foster, oh no, the punish. Oh. Kicker's just gone and made that kill look a little bit silly. So James low on HP. Kicker can finish off Foster easily now, but the USP still has the advantage.
If he one-taps him, oh, good. Jiggle confirms it and executes him. Damn, Kicker's not going down without a fight here. And jumping across with the bomb is James. It's Clax in the clutch. Molly meaning door is the main fight they have to focus upon. And James, whoa, loses his head. A great shot from Clax. One more required. It's Kicker dancing around the site. He denies. Clax continues to be the sharpest tool in the shed, but still an L on his forehead.
Nice. Been a few years since I've heard that one.
Thanks.
Well, of course.
An all-star cast for Virtus.pro. Rock stars in their own right. That's all I've got.
Okay.
I like that.
We've got a couple more,
in case there was more. I didn't want to cut you off, yeah.
All right, well, Clax is going to get the scout up, so it's tricky. That's been noted very early. James would be wise not to re-peek this, but warning shot through the door. He's got two scouts to deal with, and meanwhile, kick it out towards long. The flash was good. Sanji teed him up for that one and even traded out. So Kick It and Sanji will combine for 2 kills. Glowing will get 1 in the meantime, and now it's just these scouts with the Deagle and utility on Foster. Khalil's UMP and an AK-47 for Buster. That's what they're working with right now. And over towards B, it looks like they're heading. So Foster's not in the site right now. The door's being turned means he can take a fight like this and actually going to tuck on in a little bit closer. If he drops the smoke as they enter, might be able to put a couple of bullets in their belly and get himself a multi-kill, but otherwise might be in a bit of trouble. He drops out his own smoke. They're going to respect it. There's no rush right now. 1 minute and 5 left on the clock. So a nade, another smoke, and a change of direction from VP.
Yeah, keeping him guessing. Okay, Clax has got himself a little bit more dangerous now with that Galil to hand, so a bit more of a problem there. And if the timing's right, he could catch 1, maybe more potentially, depending on what the T's decide to do, which currently is going to be determined by that probably smoke and a couple of flashes on Buster. And it does seem as though back towards B, but fast rotations will be here. And as I said, Clax is in a pretty dangerous position when he gets to this. Now, if Foster gets 1, if not more, it gets such an issue, and 2 kills is incredibly good work. Again, more issues start mounting as the damage comes on. There's that fast flank, and suddenly it's just Buster. Well, they're going to group for this, it looks like.
They've given him room, yeah. So here's a chance to win this. And now the fact they're both coming from tunnels, the spray down could be fantastic. A flash coming over from Clax, keep your eyes on it. Just through the tunnel, so position given away.
Oh, so close.
Clax
15 HP in it. Clax is just digging him out of holes time after time. Gets the defuse, gets the second round. Foster and Clax get the lion's share of the credit for that one.
Yeah, I suppose now as we move back into round number 2, the question is, will VP buy? Because we saw them in the second half of Inferno there opt to go for the eco after losing pistol. Here they managed to get the plant with the $1,400 loss bonus, which is going to give them roughly, for most of their players, around 2,200, 2,400-ish. And there it is. So 3.1 on the high end, 2.2 for James on the low end. Looks like they will just be taking the eco. So Sanji this time will have the Deagle upgrade. Everybody else will just be operating on the Glocks. I tell a lie, Yakinda on a Deagle as well. There's a world where this round could get interesting, but they need to hit a couple of bangers here, and Sanji's done exactly that. Seized has had his head ripped off.
Couple of bangers, and okay, we've got a banger.
At least
Few
that,
more.
yeah, at least that M4 has been taken out of control. The
Yeah.
T's cannot pick that up whatsoever, and it can actually be filtered on through, and Glowing can find it to upgrade away, or Foster. Sanji wasn't able to get the second.
We've got 2 kills now. And Klax is feeling a little isolated, but bear in mind there is no armor on these players. These are all quite comfy. Yakinder and a Deagle, Chad. I've seen things before. Seen him do great things. Terrible, but great. James now in the 1v2, got the AK, got the plant. They've already done well to get this far.
Are they going to boost?
Oh, James gonna get a fight on one. Oh, James, there was a second, and it just slipped through his fingers. If he just had that second, but how is this so close?
Yeah, it was just 2 Deagles again. I cannot believe that went all the way down to a 1v1, and Foster didn't even have any head armor there. So those Glocks, if they were able to get onto Foster, may have been able to do some more damage. So fantastic stuff for VP to keep that one competitive, and now they will bring out the guns themselves. Plant's good, buy will be better. If you check out what the money situation is for Cyber Legacy right now, you can see that they are having to scrap together this buy. Foster's been able to drop a gun across, utility purchased on through, and they're actually doing what looks like, from my radar, a 4-man A-lean. 4 towards long, Kickit was faking their presence there. They will get pick control with an SMG. So Klax, if he tucks in close towards the doors, he can be very dangerous. But right now, it seems to have a good idea that B is very weak. C's soloing the site just to flash an M4, tucking his head down. The rotation is a long ways away.
Okay. Cut off, alone. No Wilson, no help, seized. Molly's coming in. His support's helping out though. The middle is not under pressure, so he can solely focus on this. Yakinder takes a wider line and gets it done. Now, Glowing's close.
Tough, real tough, but if Glowing goes now...
Is he walking this?
Hello, Sanji. Nice to meet you. James in trouble too. No weapon. Only the P250. He's missing his shots as well. Glowing going so ahead of the pack. James will recover an AK in time. They have a smoke, redeploying it. Foster's still there. They're going to wrap the smoke twice here. Cyber Legacy playing a dangerous game. And poor old James, nothing really for him here. Using that smoke as best he can, and does find Trick. He needs the second, and Clanks finds it in time. Another successful retake from Cyber Legacy here as they start the CT side strong.
Yeah, this is good stuff from Cyber Legacy. Knowing they needed to make it disruptive there once C's were stuck on the site, they did exactly that. If you let them set up in post plants, you're going to have a real problem. Because the double dip from Foster was the one that was a little bit more questionable considering the number situation going into that late round. You got Cyber Legacy, 3-1 now. This is the map pick of Virtus.pro, and the map that they have been able to get some victories on in recent times. They wouldn't be picking it otherwise. You can see just a partial investment coming on through from VP. Not the full investment. Deagle's an AK-47 for Yakinder. He's out long. He needs to entry, and he can't get anything done. Yakinder silenced by Klax, who's having another great game.
Fantastic to see. Heading out long, and yeah, that AK will eventually be picked up. I don't know who the candidate is. I think Kickit's armor suggests that might be him. Sanji to get the Deagle, or are we just going to give him a Glock?
He'll be an afterthought. He'll get it eventually.
Sanji's got to pipe up. Excuse me, sir. Can I have a sidearm, please? Thank you.
Oh, he didn't even get it. He dropped it on
Thank you,
the floor.
Master.
Get
Hey,
it
sir, can I
on
have
my
some
feet.
more?
Master has given Dobby a Deagle. Sanji is a free elf. Up.
Elf as
There
well.
we go. That's an opening. James hits it on the swing. Pulls a lot of util out of the CTs. They're already hard rotating.
What does Sanji do with this?
Run B.
He is
You have to get
really
the bomb
a
as
free
well.
elf these
Hey,
days,
dude.
so
We're going to use you to entry. Now go back and get the bomb.
a human cannon. Oh, Kicker. No. We don't love to see you burn alive. And now the boost is... Did he see the boost? He's definitely going to see it now, but dies for it. No more damage coming through. 4 kills on the trot, and Cyber Legacy control any danger towards A.
I wonder if there was miscommunication there, or if Yakinder did say, look, I'll just go for the hero AK and see if I can find an entry, because now he doesn't have enough money to buy with the rest of his team. So he can get a Deagle and utility, that's fine, but it's not an AK-47. So maybe intentional, maybe not, but regardless, it's going to be the 4th round on the board for Cyber Legacy here. 4-1. Round 6 about to get underway. AWP back out for James. Smoke towards long. Buster this time, he's going to try his luck. Hasn't been going so well for Virtus.pro. He's going to make it out. Molly's going to land on his position. Smoke denies, so scissor, paper, rock magic continues, and forward Clax goes. Damage done. Opening kill to seize. This is looking good.
It's looking flawless right now from Cyber Legacy. Need to maintain, though, because that CT side from VP will be a shutout. Got the lineup, drops it for the long doors, and they do choose to disrespect it, and that's a big frag from Tricky. Needed that. Buster's low. Sanji does find the one. Clax continues to be a thorn in their side. There's only 2 remain. The rotate comes in. The dink exchange. Sanji wins his duel. 2-on-2 now.
All right, well, they do have long control, but that's all they have. Foster's locked him in, and Glowing wants more.
Really? You might get the timing here.
Perfect.
That's insane.
Nade's great, too.
Oh. Sanji, the new freedom. Feeling a little rough around the edges.
He might want to give that freedom back, I think. He can't save the AWP because he's locked in. He kind of just has to go for this round, and he's already being flanked. Foster's here. Knife out. So much territory taken. I don't know how Sanji even wins this. If he is considering saving, he can't get out. He would just have to sit back of pit, and they'll just slowly close in on him. He's playing for the team by going for the save, but I hate it. I hate the situation he's finding himself in here.
I mean, he's just going to get killed by Foster in about 16, 17 seconds.
After time would be the absolute worst. And Foster making noise now doesn't need to be so hungry about this. Offers up the kill, so the round will be secured, but he couldn't have gone anywhere. He had to be long. Glowing had the cross, and now they have the round. Glowing won't re-pick it. Sanji will hold on to the AWP. And all in all, Virtus.pro, wow, they're starting very slow. 5-1. They've had a couple of rounds where they've been unraveled. Looks like they've gotten bombsite control, all the territory that they've wanted, and then just the re-aggression.
The finisher's been eluding them.
Yeah. CIS has a shotgun, so this could be the chance. Buster's bought into the AK. It's pistol upgrades for the others.
He was quite good with that before, and it made me feel weird.
Yeah, he was using it at these wild ranges as well.
Yeah.
So he's going into lower dark, so...
Oh, God.
It
just sounds scary in that position. Okay, well, he's going to get on out. He's made his presence known. They will have to deal with this, but they're walking into B where there's 2 players waiting.
This is Virtus.pro's choice, and okay. Attack 9's not leading the way, but eventually press the corner, and Buster finds Foster. Glowing trying to buy time, but
there we go.
costs him his life.
He's safe.
And it's locked out, yeah, it's like theirs.
So just a couple of notes on maybe why it's looked a little bit lackluster from Virtus.pro so far. It is probably because they have been trying to deal with the economy. After losing to the force buy of Cyber Legacy, they had a couple of force buys of their own. They've had some upgraded AKs when the rest have been on eco. This round here was another janky, eclectic mix of weaponry. And they finally made it work. So now they'll actually be able to get a proper buy on the board. We'll see all the goodies coming on through AK-47s for everybody. It's like it's Christmas. Utility should be plentiful, and everybody should be smiling from ear to ear.
What was the best Christmas gift you ever got?
I don't know. I think my dad once built me a swing set out the back. That was pretty good.
Hype.
Yeah.
Nice. Alex, best Christmas gift you ever got?
I was very excited when I received, I believe it was a Playmobil castle. Medieval themed Playmobil.
Did it have a bouldery thing at the top you could send
I know
out?
which castle you're referring to. I did have that. That was combined with my Playmobil castle for a fortress.
I see.
But the cannonball one is separate. Those were like little stumpy dwarf men. Playmobil are more kind of rigid, verticular medieval warriors. But they had swords, they had helmets, and let's see if Virtus.pro were armored and equipped for this one as well. Smoked on the double doors, it's indicating there could be presence. Yikinda, his presence alone denies that possibility. Lots of early Utah from the CTs here, getting a bit paranoid in the silence. You can see the odds from GG.bet still indicate a heavy favorite. Do excuse me.
Gosh, those odds. I mean, I guess I'm still waiting for what it feels like Virtus.pro to kind of wake up a little here.
This will be the round. If they get through this one cleanly, then we can see them run away with a string of them, but there's still a lot of danger in round number 8. This buy, it is janky at best for Cyber Legacy, but it's been their individuals and the way that they've applied themselves in the rounds, less about the guns they've had. They're able to isolate right now a attack on towards the A site, and that's just Clax over towards the A ramp position. In rotation will be tricky from spawn, and then late up long or either on the flank will be seized. But C's can't do anything. If it is an A short hit, he cannot rotate mid-long with a shotgun. He has to push forward. So Klax needs a multi and a half, and he's not going to get anything. Yakinda snaps him off, and that should be the round done. The reason I say this is so difficult, look at C's. There's a shotgun. He can't fight from the A site from long with the shotgun. That's impossible. Even this fight right here, it has to come down to timing. If he wants to have any chance, he needs to sneak past the line of sight. You can see he's so scared of going past that long door precipice. Okay, here's the option.
Go on. I reckon
Third,
Kickett's going to catch this. There's a timer on this. A really big one.
Ooh.
Ooh, woo.
Ooh.
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 Oh, whoa.
Shotgun of death.
Why does it always work with him? It's so weird.
He's just getting the maddest karma on Counter-Strike, I swear.
How does he get so much room there?
It's just this time. The timing of the entire Cyber Legacy squad, this entire first 10 rounds of play have been nothing short of spectacular. The glowing re-peaking as James gone from holding the AWP long angle to switching to a weapon, perfectly timed with that. It's just been,
I remember getting the Sims on PC. My dad got
Oh,
me
that's a
it.
good gift.
I was really excited by that because before then, I think I was only playing like Doom and Flight Simulator, that were my dad's games. And then we got the Sims on that PC, and I was just like, whoa, I get to make houses.
Make houses.
It's so exciting, Chad. You have no idea. I was thrilled to make the same looking Sims 20 billion times.
I wasn't allowed a computer.
Oh, it was in the family room.
Don't worry about that. We didn't have a computer in the house. We lived in ancient
Caves.
times. Saved M4s, and it's able to work. So Buster goes 1 for 1. But that's a trade probably more favorable for the CTs because they're working with less. The more that these rifles can continue to do damage with, the better. But the hits coming on through. Foster needs 4. He's not going to get any more.
Yakinda, to me, isn't as much of a kind of, a lockpick or anything too fancy. It looks like a crowbar when he comes in. It's like just goes up short, boom. Yeah, it serves the purpose. It does what it's meant to do. It's not pretty today, but yeah, functional, absolutely.
The thing with being such a ride-or-die entry frag, and we don't see a huge amount of them these days, is this round should just peter on out here. James got tunnels under control. Caesar saving that AK. Is that it's so much harder with how good everybody's utility is, that just to entry fast, because that was one of the keys of being an entry fragger, right, is you were able to do it very, very quickly. You were able to snowball pace and take some territory away that they weren't expecting while they were dealing with another pattern that you'd been building, or you were getting a certain rhythm of how a CT liked to approach. He would molly this area first, and he'd look to this position. And if you can get on top of those little areas of the map and be able to I guess, it's a jewel, not in the sense of the aim, but a jewel in the sense of the brain of how you were going to play that position. That's how entry fraggers like Apex, for example, were able to take a lot of space. And we've spoken to him about it with his team and the pace changes. There's always a risk element. And you were talking about the coin toss the other day there, Alex. Well, same kind of thing with an entry fragger. Now it's a bit more rigid on your way, and it's like systematic. It's like, okay, I have to clear this angle. Once we've done that, there's a flash for this angle. The smoke's here. And as you go, you just have to hit your shot. So it is almost a 50-50 as you're entering the site, unless you have some mad intuition or read. Feigning presence over towards long again.
Gets the blue bin molly out of them. They've dropped 2 mollies and 2 tunnel nades. They've dropped a lot of util early. Again, it seems Cyber Legacy are very, very quick to react. Of course, knowing these pace changes, you want to be reactionary with your util. Another smoke drop. God, they really are cycling through it. Klax has got nothing. Tricky's only got the incendiaries. Flashes are smattering. It's only the B players with smokes left, and we've still got another 80 seconds to play.
I can't believe they want to go to B again, though. Oh.
Wasn't the crowbar.
No, not by any means.
Kinder's still alive, but see where the hit comes through to, because they're down to 1 smoke now, so there's not many options available, and got to kind of make it count wherever they lead towards, and they do not have an advantage now.
Well, at least it's only tricky with the AWP, and he's currently taking an aggressive duel, so if they're quick on this, he won't be able to get back to ramp in time, but it comes down to this fight. So flash goes off, and they don't accelerate the pace. So now that they know where the AWP is, it comes down to hitting their shots. Bomb going back towards B, though. VP, a lot of indecision within this mid-round. Presence still towards long. The blue bin position taken here by Klax is perfect. That's so much information. There is not a single bother in the world for long right now. It just comes down to glowing and Foster hitting shots on the B side.
confirm there's nothing middle, but he's got so many other options available to him. Ticket found, nice work. He turns his attention at the wrong time, and Sanji gets the first. Yakinda, he's tagged, but it's Glowing that's fragged, and into the site they go. A disadvantage, and a couple of seconds to spare as that bomb is planted. Sanji needs to defend him here. Sees firing off some warning shots, trying to gain attention. Clax coming in from tunnels, Tricky late to the party. And AWP for the retake, no fun. Kit's absent as well. James trying to get himself back into a more influential corner, and he has found it. Sanji responsible for the doors. Here we go.
No util, no flashes. Jame misses the first shot, and now they pounce. They're going to start flooding in. C's going to find Jame, and C's doing everything required. It wasn't with a shotgun that time. It was at least with the AK, but Virtus.pro didn't make it easy, and this is still quite close. Yeah, I was like, wait, hold on, that didn't take much between it. C's had to have been quick.
Yeah, and they picked up the double AWP. So let's see right now if Cyber Legacy opt to use both of these over towards A. We've been talking about this. So one of the setups they will go for on their CT side is one AWP towards long to lock things down, and the other playing either brick box in the old 50 line we used to call it, AWPing down in towards Cat, sometimes a little bit more aggressively than that, or back over towards the ramp. And they try and lock A down with 2 AWPs. It's not the worst idea in the world, but just not something that I've seen a huge amount of within Tier 1 Counter-Strike. Looks like they'll be going for more of the default setup. They'll be sending Glowing over towards the B side of things. He's dropped out a molly to dissuade any early mid aggression, but Yakinda, he's going to jump up and over. The Flames will not bother him. Of course they do.
What were you saying,
Yeah, so tickled up a little bit, Yakinda. He has short control very quickly, and this is important because if VP want to start abusing this, the longer this half goes, well, the better. They know that they can get cat control for almost free. They're harassing mid doors, making sure nobody's close to here and deal with this. And Yakinda now, he's not even baiting out utility. He's just holding a push. Nobody's long. Cyber Legacy setup is very weird right now on the A site.
It's a little interesting. C's just starting to linger back towards CT, looking towards those double doors, which could potentially have that smoke play soon. But Yakinda's position, I am curious about. I'd love to see what the intention is. As the first smoke does come in towards mid. Nade in return, smoke towards short, denying Yakinda any sort of fun. And they halt.
Very slow stuff. Seized with information, but is it bad info? Will this be a commitment up short? They have enough nades to do their avant-garde smokes, even though they're now known as VP. They still have the same ones in their repertoire. Limping that one out on top of elevator. Deep towards bridge as well. Mollies are good. The flashes now and the timing on Seized. He's not going to fight this. He's going to set up Clax instead.
25 seconds. They have to stick the landing. James going to find Clax, but it's C still alive. One player, Tricky, can come into the matter, but it's Foster now having to pick up the pieces. 15 seconds. Buster with the bomb going to plant safe for the short side. We still have Sanji on that lurk towards long, so they know that these CTs have limited ways to get back in.
I can't believe he takes that fight. Buster was ready, willing, and able. Goodbye, Glowing. Yeah, has to save after that one. So VP, they do start to stabilize, taking that site with conviction.
How you doing in there, Rush?
Yeah, doing okay.
For being nice to you today?
Yeah, no one's shouting at me so far. You know, everything's going okay.
You taking care of Philip?
Yeah, he's doing a good job over there. Old Phil. Tim's chilling out as well.
How's MC doing?
MC, how you doing? He said, yeah, good.
Who sounds more Australian, me or MC?
You both have a different style of Australian, I would say, being
That's
from
true.
different sides of the country.
Diplomatic answer.
Very
Yeah.
nice, very nice.
You know, you're more like Straya, and MC's more official to me.
Official?
Formal.
He's more formal
Yeah,
Australian.
I would say
Oh,
so,
he's a little
yeah.
upset with that. That stung him a
Talking
bit.
about that one in bed tonight.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm interested by Glowing's hero AWP. He saved this, and it's the only chance they have. Warning shot. Yakinda's been very brazen about his long takes, and well, there's the molly to continue to distort the vision of Glowing. Yakinda might walk into this. Yeah.
He has a smoke Glowing, so if he gets molly to Kari, at least he can survive. I guess that's a positive.
Here comes the molly. There goes the smoke.
Oh, oh, oh!
Sanji.
He's hanging around as well. Once this
Look at
clears,
this
they'll just
flank.
re-molly him. Oh, that was early.
We've got some Deagles coming around. The T's gonna have to be prepared to fight for this. They should win it.
Oh, now they've lost their hero orb.
It just becomes an aim map when you think about the AKs down this long corridor. This is where it gets tricky, and I don't mean the player, because if CTs want to push through this smoke and turn it into a bit of a brawl, they can. They're opting to try and boost. Sanji has an idea. Buster's got a better one. This should be the round. Seized, spotted on the flank. And Clax. Well, he's done a lot of damage so far, but nothing to be done in round number 12. We'll just be seized with the Deagle, seeing if he can find a kill. James going to tuck on into the blue bin and finish him off with the AWP. True as you like. Now, Glowing hanging around, he had to make a play. So you might question, well, he had time to get out. Why didn't he run away? Well, if he had 1 or 2 kills there, that round could have snowballed. Those pistols could have pushed through the smokes as we saw them go down. And they maybe were able to pull that one off. And with the scoreline 6-6, there's no right or wrong answer here. Cyber Legacy are doing a decent job of keeping things level. Unfortunately for them, moving into round 13, they are down to 3 Famises. They've had to prioritize utility here, and by doing so, firepower has been weakened. Going for Glowing and Foster back towards the B site. Lots of flashes long, and away we go again. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah, Yukinda's looking a little brutal in this. Avoiding the flash just long enough, but it's Sanji to find Seized and James towards Clax. That's long. Picked up, taken away, and Tricky hasn't been having a highlight game. Serviceable. Makes it to 5 now. We could do with a lot more if they want a shot in this round.
The Hawk bullet scares Tricky away. So James done enough just with the sound cue right there to force him off to a different angle, and it can be the same exact play from VP. 2 smokes. Use them to cross. They have been prioritizing. Oh, the flash is good. He's going to pick. Not going to get the frag. Well, he will get a frag. That was quick onto Buster. I didn't even see that one. Sanji with the quick trade. Now it's a 2-on-3.
Yeah, there's a chance for Glowing, and I like his chances. The mollies will just start to ward him further and further into harm's way. A couple more seconds on that smoke fade. Sanji has made an assumption. It cost him his life. Not a problem for Glowing. A double. Jane thrust into a 1 versus 2 now. Looking good for Cyber Legacy once more. Good util usage. 29 seconds for James to piece this one together again. Hunting for Glowing. Finds him. Last is unknown for now.
Did you see him?
Yes, he did. Teammates might communicate that to him. Oh, just off the mark. Foster. Jane pieced it together eventually from the comms of his team, but nice angle and good conversion.
Yeah, and an important round there for Cyber Legacy because their money, their loss bonus was obviously starting to build, but they were working with very little in terms of the weaponry. I know they get the AWP, they get to scavenge that, and they get the round on the board, but for them, there's still problems ahead. VP able to buy on in again, and a full buy for them. Shotgun for Seized. Famises for the other 3. If they don't win this one, it is going to probably be an 8-7 half in favor of VP, but Seized, he wants to change that. Into the lower tunnels as VP heading back towards the B site. That nade's done some damage. Yukinda, this time with an opening, that crowbar, it's working wonders. Ticket will find Seized lurking. Sanji onto Glowing, and the B site is open. The save, it's the only option. Cyber Legacy won't have much to take through, and as the AWP drops, they have even less. Just Clax in the Famis, and now he may as well go hunting. He may as well see if he can find that AWP or one of these AK-47s in transition, because sure, a Famis is better than nothing, but it's not great. It's not going to be as good as an AWP or an AK. Just pottering around now. The bomb halfway ticked. VP will tie things back up at 7-7. It's been more of a labored half this time round than what we did see on Inferno. If you are just joining us, map number 1 was 12-3 in the first half, CT side from VP, and then they closed down the second half. 4 rounds on the board for Cyber Legacy CT side, and obviously that 4 to get across the line from Virtus.pro. They secure this one here today. VP will be in the playoffs. So
yeah, it's a big target.
Big
Big target for VP, and admittedly, this does look like they'll be taking the half, at least financially points in that direction. It will be the narrowest of margins, though, by which they convert to victory in the first half of the second map there. Map pick, timeout called. The US Air Force tactical timeout is here. An extra 30 seconds for you to kind of get your head screwed on right and make sure that money is distributed evenly and satisfactorily.
Cyber Legacy. I need to check on their Dust2. How has this been sitting with them? I
Thought you were
actually
about to
don't
do a
know.
new chant. The way that you said that, felt like there's some conviction behind it. It was gonna.
No.
So their last two, that was against Forza and Na'Vi, both with 16-12 score lines, but losses.
Okay.
Before that,
Close.
before that they had to play within the closed qualifier, I believe it was, for this tournament, and they were able to pick up some victories on that. A 16-5 over Hellraisers, a 16-12 over Sg.pro. Sg.pro, I don't think you'll know any of the names within that team. Quite
No,
a
it doesn't
niche
ring a
Russian squad.
bell.
And then before that, they had another loss to Forza again, 16-9 on Dust2. So it's some mixed results for these guys here. It's all against domestic opponents, and oh no, wanting to continue the pain. Sanji, he's going to be slapping down C's there. I don't think seems to be too okay. This has been a very weird
Is this
round.
live or?
Yeah, we are live with a double up T-side 2v3. Lauren, in the
These are my
first
favorite.
90 seconds left. Oh my gosh. Well, that is peculiar. Looks like VP may have taken their foot off the gas a little bit, but Sanji hasn't. He's the one that's pushing forward, looking for space, and he might find Foster if he continued his adventures, but thinking
Can't
better
be
of it.
scoped now.
He syncs up his scope with the jump. Smoking off the mid side. He's got two CTs looking at him. Buster's hoping that's pulled the B rotator off. Likes to take space, does Buster, and he could definitely take some here at B. Blowing with the repeat now. Adjustment, it's hard, but he finds it. A smoke doors could get the bomb across. Spray from Foster, no, opting not to. Decides he'd rather go unannounced. Buster to hold it. Foster now waiting for Clax on the repeat. Sanji's got a lot of responsibility here. The molly's good. Forcing Foster forward. Into the side. Sanji reacting just about, though. 14 HP, he's low. Very winnable. Clax needs both, and he's not going to have it.
Sanji.
8-7 on the half. Doesn't get closer than that. VP, they weather the storm, a 2v3. Just ahead at the half.
smoke clears, I'll still be.
Battle continues. Cyber Legacy and Virtus.pro. Dust2 map 2.5. The same. I'm here. I'm Machine. Got Lauren Pansy Scott, Chad Spoon, Birchall, and the boys bopping. Foster getting his fist bumps in. Cyber Legacy happy with the half, and definitely no reason not to be. They keep it competitive as the bumps are exchanged, and we prepare for our second half. Chad, expectations for this one? I imagine Cyber Legacy are going to have to work pretty damn hard for this one.
I feel they're in with an actual decent shot on this one here. I haven't seen the cleanest rounds out of VP. They've had to work for this. So Cyber Legacy have a real shot, especially with their T-slides and their pace changes. If they can kick it off with this pistol, could be going to 3. Now, Sanji, you were a hero in the last half. How much more of a hero do you need to be this time round? VP have opted for a 3-man B-lean on the pistol. 2 players over towards the A site. 1 towards long being Jame. Over towards the top of A is the aforementioned Sanji. They're all rocking armor. Yakinda has the utility, has a smoke and a flash remaining. No kid in play right now. So if it isn't a execute with Tricky's utility, then the retake, they're going to have to get a wiggle on.
2 flashes. They will force Jame off that line. And a smoke, perhaps CT, perhaps on the cross bridge. That was for CT. So maybe it's B with a CT smoke.
This would be horrible for them if it is.
Okay, well, there's the smokes. Here's the flash, and it looks like our nightmares might be coming through. Now, luckily for them, they found Kicker quite quickly. Yakinda! Oh, this is going exceedingly well. How have they got away with this?
Perfect. It couldn't get better. And into the site they go. Sanji scratching his head. Jame the same. Bit of damage, sure. Smoke on C's. He's going to try and drop that at the door. Hoping to tap Inquisitive glowing on the way out. Saving Kevlar.
Yeah, okay, so this is going to be a long 25 seconds here. Not going for this one, VP. Things will be tied up 8-8. Cyber Legacy doing a great job on that pistol round. And, well, it felt like they were set up for success there, VP. 3 players on the side. The Insta-Dinks had a different story to tell. And Cyber Legacy will win the first pistol of this map. They did get the force buy back in the first half and then went on a spree of 5 rounds. Let's see if VP can do something similar. We were starting to worry about VP's economical decisions with their T half. Let's question their CT side now. As we can see, is it going to be the force buy? Kickit is signaling that may be the case. Head armor, Deagle, Smoke, and HE. Jame onto a scout. Sanji with one of his own. It's the full investment here. Nobody saving a penny. There we go. I wanted to wait and see Yakinda buy armor, and he's done exactly that. So over towards B is where the lion's share of the Cyber Legacy players are heading. Quickly, they'll trundle through lower dark tunnels. No secret about this, making quite a lot of noise. There's a fast mid to B smoke you're about to see land. So Jamie, have a go. Oh my God, I was going to say you have choices. We got headshots too.
Yeah, all right then, Jamie boy. And they've still got the 3 on B. Yakinda definitely going to get a smoke out this time, not making the same mistake again. Damage inflicted to Clax. That's an AK-47, vulnerable now. Glowing does very well, and that's the shot Yakinda needs to hit. He gets them both, and his teammate didn't even go down. Oh dear, seized and tricky then. And that's a chance for Jame. It should be the repeat. 2 scouts, and he does not make the same mistake twice. Hits the heady. Oh, Cyber Legacy up against the force buy and falling. This is actually worse than losing the pistol.
And Tricky with it all to do. He started off with that smoke that he popped down towards CT, and now he's got Jame, he's got Sanji.
If they recover these AKs, Lauren, and they've already got 2 rifles, I mean, this is going to spell trouble. And they get to maintain the majority, yeah. So double scout, maybe that's going to be one of those replaced with a nice little rifle, a juicy one for Sanji if he wants to treat himself, but against what is probably going to be Tech 9 armor.
Yeah,
shot.
I cannot believe he hit that. Obviously, that was just a pre-fire with the footsteps he's hearing and an indication based off of that smoke, but all in all, a great round here from Jame, and an important one. You can find the final frag. Jame, they're getting the assist on that one, and they needed to win that one back. It was an all-in. That could have really been a disaster. This is going to be a B approach right now. Over towards the tunnels again. Bomb on the back of Seized. He's going to be met with Clax, and just in front of him, leading the way, will be Glowing. More utility towards long. So bedroom's being cleared on out with those 2 mollies. They know nobody's inside just yet, and Yukinda's actually going to bail out on this. He's going to leave the A site, rotate towards CT spawn. And now he's going to hold that walk key. Doesn't want to give away his position. James will be using the scout like an AWP. You see some players using this kind of position on a gun round.
Oh, what do they do with this now? Okay.
Oh,
no. We don't feed.
Okay, well, that's another rifle. They're now operating with 2 Galils. Still danger on James right now. A's a problem.
Shots. Good ones. Confirms it with a jiggle. James. Not going to have time to get boosted up. The flash is suppressing them, sending them back into CT. Kicker wants to stand and fight, though.
Good off angle.
Yeah, this is an interesting turn of events here. Tricky. Oh, good dink. Kicker, that's some great shooting. He will be punished for it as C's works his way up. And the bomb's on the back of C's, so if he plans for Foster, as he has.
Still winnable. Not anymore. All right. Cyber Legacy, remember when we were watching them against Na'Vi, they did that little maneuver where they actually had a low-buy situation, went long, put a lot of pressure, and then they rotated 2 players back from long around Cat with a flank, and that was actually a nice round. So potentially inspired by similar scenes right there, but caught off guard as the scoreline will now go 10-8. That plant is good for Cyber Legacy, but not in this round. It'll be good for them in round 20. So right here, it will just probably be some Deagles, maybe some P250s, light utility. It won't be a full investment by any means, as VP get a chance to now finally stretch their legs and take a breath. There won't be the pressure applied in the same manner, but losing a round like this one would be even more catastrophic. So VP, even though they get a chance to breathe, they still have to hit these shots. It's going to be 5 Glocks and some flashbangs. Over towards long they go. Just one out there baiting the attention, but yeah, James' attention is drawn towards middle. He's done a good job here. Called out this info.
Keep it clean. That's what I want to see, is clean rounds. Because Cyber Legacy like to make mountains out of molehills. Yukinda keeps it under wraps, and that will be 11. That was probably going to be the most comfortable round you're going to get against these guys, because now they're right back on the buy.
Yeah, you don't get too many full ecos, and that was the closest thing even with the flashes. So a freebie, or a gimme, I think, is maybe a better term for this round right here, as Yukinda will get himself up to 15 kills.
Is there not a volleyball term you'd like to introduce, Rush? Anything in mind?
Spike?
No. All right. Tricky does have the AWP, and I'd like to see more from him.
How much more?
A bit of impact.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be a lot of kills.
Maybe like
bit
an
of impact.
opening, and that's about it.
I'll take that.
Control some territory.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well.
Oh, are we just
fast mid to be here.
Are we hooning it?
Yeah,
this is a classic hooning it.
Oh dear.
Kicker's baffled, and James like, well, I can see him, but you're on your own, Kicker. I can't help you. Overwhelmed, outnumbered. That was pretty mad, actually.
I don't think they'll go for this retake. VP should just hold on to these guns here. They do have enough to buy in the next round, but losing the site and having a 4-on-3 retake, not the easiest. Rush, what's your favorite volleyball term? You got chance ball?
Chance ball is probably one of the better ones. Is there any kind of foul they do?
I don't think so. Obviously, if they hit the net.
Oh,
when
they dig it out. I kind of like it when they dig the ball out.
Sure.
That's probably it.
All right.
Nishinoya, dig it out.
That's true.
You know?
What's the name of the guy, the little guy?
That's Nishinoya, I believe.
It is?
Yeah.
Why do you sound Russian when you're saying this? Nishinoy.
It does sound a bit Russian, but that is Libre.
Yeah. Libro?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. He gets to wear the special colored jersey line.
Yeah, he does, and he sits in the back all the time.
Yeah.
His sole purpose is to dig the balls out.
So because he's lower to the ground, like when the spikes come in, he's like a receiver. He's really good at that.
He's quick, isn't he, Chad? He's quick.
Yeah, he's real quick.
Not as quick as Quickert.
Lauren looks so unimpressed.
Yeah, I
with us
bet.
right
There's
now.
some really weird fan fiction.
Just see the look on her
watch
face.
it.
She's not
I've
gonna
tried.
watch it.
I've tried like 2 episodes.
Two episodes.
We can argue in
There's
the
like
car.
10. Anyway, yeah, you're right, because it's a gun round. Keep it together.
So VP cannot lose this round, otherwise they're going to be in financial trouble, and nobody wants to be there. Some of the worst trouble you can be in.
Double trouble. That is the pinnacle. I want to see what the answer is, because that kind of B crunch that just came out, pretty tricky to do much with. James forced to utilize some of that utility beside him. C's going to fall away, but we do see where that bomb is postured towards. And Kickert being very close by to this, and Buster not far off either. They have left that kind of mid to be quite open. So these two are starting to become, you know, castaways at this point. Smoke comes in, showing intent. Smoke goes down. This looks like another B piece coming out.
Okay, so he wanted to lure them in for a little bit of extra damage, then drop his own smoke, because now his smoke will still be up by the time their smoke is fading. So they won't be able to get away with a little bit of a nutmeg, but they're going in anyway.
Oh my gosh, okay, this is getting a bit scary because Kickert's right here. Wait, the call? Hello? No one's making these calls. Kicker gets away with so much more than he ever should have. And Tricky, he might get a couple, but it's not going to give you the round.
Yeah, James holding it, and he won't miss. So a crucial round, as Chad had outlined, but it's converted, and converted cleanly. So that's promising for Virtus.pro. 12 now to 9. Cyber Legacy on that T side, starting to hit somewhat of a barrier. They've managed to accrue 2 of the 7 rounds of play so far, but yeah, a bit of a gap in the comms here. Look at that. You can see from Foster's death to the death of C's, no reaction as to Kickert's location. Perhaps he didn't work it out, but eyes on Foster there. Maybe a bit of a mute. Different look. Bombs at T-spawn. They're going for something a little more slow with the pistols as they concede the 13th here. And it's a likely concede, not a guarantee. Incendiary forces Tricky into the open and into the loving embrace of Kickert's M4 A4. Once more, peeks. Doesn't find too much other than info and a boatload of that. Confirming short could be a threat, could be the rotate. And there's only one holding it at this point in time. They've got a lot of faith in Jame, have the VP roster. Nice hang. Good conversion. Just the 3 of them. Bomb plant would be a victory.
Oh my, holy gosh.
Double peaked. Nice shots.
Bam.
Bomb
Needed
plant
to
might
hide
happen
this.
here, yeah.
Oh, Molly's
Nice.
Oh, glowing, hello?
And a tag on your Kinder. I don't know if Foster's going to be able to do much with it, but it opened up that old
Some nice
chest of
shots.
possibility. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, some great shots right there. Okay, so they're going to pick up the AWP. They'll hold on to 2 AKs. The money's really good on the VP side now. It's almost like they're cruising downhill. They can take their foot off the gas, but they probably shouldn't. Cyber Legacy, with Clax, who's still having a decent game, 12 kills to his name, has found a lot of impact, especially on Inferno. We were talking about a bunch of his rounds in a row there. Here he was even able to get a lot of impact in that first half. Glowing hitting a couple of nice shots there as well. It's just Tricky, the AWPer, who Lauren wants to see more from, and we're on board with him right now. Smoked off, cannot see how many crossed. That information will be relayed, or lack thereof. Glowing now will be dealing with the long push, so very far forward. And we've already seen Sanji with an affinity to push close to this. He might get done here. Oh, I'm not sure if Glowing saw that. Doesn't look like it. He's not edging in that way. There's no communication. There's no door spam. There's no molly getting set up for his position. So Glowing is in a bit of a problem here. If he drops off, Sanji might punish. But they're very passive. Look at this hold right now. So 1 in the long doors, 2 outside the car yard.
Okay, there's smokes.
Oh, they're wall smokes too.
It's be such a spoiler position. One's really good. If he gets a follow-up, it's excellent. Oh, 1 by 1! Oh, Sanji's having an absolutely brilliant time with this. The molly might cost him his life, and it does, but already so much damage dealt with. And now the others have to find success in middle here.
So left hand peak for Buster when he swings. He will have to swing. Oh my god.
Buster? Just accepting that this is a potential weakness. For Kickert's glancing at it. I guess with the swap doors, they can set this crossfire up.
You can just jiggling mid right now.
That's a lucky one for Kickert.
He's spotted.
I like this B setup. Very strong. Hard to knock him off. There goes your Kinder. Quickly lost C's though, and so Tricky thrust into a 1 versus 4 and very Tricky.
Oh.
Yeah. Tagged as he mantled, down to 18.
Should save this. Can just stay alive and short. Doesn't need to overextend right now. They don't really have a lot to work with, so thinking better of going any further, we'll just hold on to the AWP. Last few seconds remaining within the round. And I think the timing there on the mid to B, Kinder was kind of jiggle peeking for mid and short.
Oh, I gave it a good go.
Yeah, that would have been horrible if Kickert was able to take the AWP away from Tricky. 14-9 now. I really like the idea that they did it long, and you can see that Glowing isn't clearing that door, and there was good reason for it. They did the boost. They thought that they had been able to spot out that position. Sanji was too good, too close, and he was actually on for 2. So locking down long single-handedly, Sanji, the impact that this kid's been having, 20 frags for him. 14 now on the board to the 9 of Cyber Legacy. The saved AWP is all they really have to work with here. Glowing can buy into an AK, the same for Clax. The rest of them will have to operate with an AK with Kevlar or Galils. So it's not the worst buy. It's not the best buy. It's better than no buy, and they will buy on in. You can see here, after losing that force buy round in round 17, those 3 on the trot, they managed to get round 20 back, and now it's another 3 on the trot. So let's see if we stay true to trend. Cyber Legacy should win this round if we want to keep the symmetry up. Lauren, do you like symmetry?
I don't really care for it that much.
No, me either.
Some people like really
There's
need
people who
it.
have like phobias and stuff if things are like a little bit janky or
bit off.
Or, yeah.
No, never fussed me, but I love a fast play though. That's a little more exciting to me. Mollies, flashes, but do they go off this? It was quite quick pressure up here, but they have seemed to temper the pace a little.
Yeah, Clack's working long. That's a job that's unenviable. He'll be basically spending his entire time walking around Sanji and that smoke. Glowing with the smoke for the CT cross. It's 2 smokes involved so as to completely deny information. In fact, it's different smokes. Look at this. No info on B. Completely locks Kicker and Buster into the site. And oh, James still finds a gap. Glowing's head's visible, trying to knock off his quiff. And a dink exchange doesn't quite remove all of the problems. Glowing low, though, and already a numbers advantage for VP extended by another Jame round. Looking for 15. Buster's going inquisitively into Foster. And now poor old Seized, yeah. Just into middle with a Galil. There is an AWP. Maybe we can get another Seized AWP clutch. We saw plenty of those up against Na'Vi. But I'm afraid, yeah, this one spells trouble. He's just looking for any sort of damage he could possibly find.
There's a world, all right? Oh, there was a world. James just moved. James just killed him. I was going to say there was a world where he walks all the way through spawn. James doesn't move, stays still as a statue, kills him, picks up the AWP, plants the bomb, gets a couple of 1v1 duels, wins the round. None of that happened. None of that happened at all. Good stuff from James here. 4 in the round for him as he gets the final frag just there onto C's. Back turned easy as you like. You'll take those every day of the week. And as we head into round 25, it could be the final round of play. Remember, Cyber Legacy cannot make the playoffs, whereas VP with this win can secure themselves a top 3 slot. Most likely they get the #1 seed here, but this will guarantee top 3 regardless. Quick stuff here, up towards Cat.
How did he take that much damage? Where was he?
Towards short molly, yeah.
Okay. And the pace switch has at least caught a fair bit of damage towards Sanji. However, it's this area that needs to succeed, and already the molly comes in. Kicker's there to find Foster. It's not looking good, Alex.
It's really not looking positive for C's. The poor soul. No. I feel like it's deja vu. Look at that litter of corpses from Cyber Legacy on that short cross. There's just nothing left. And Virtus.pro looking to finish this one with style, finish it with pizzazz. All 5 players left alive. Kicker does go down, so it won't be the spotless round. Jame Bloodlusting Seized the same. He's got a minute. I don't think Buster's interested in giving him the full 60. Head spotted and executed. Virtus.pro, they're off to the playoffs of IEM.